Yahushai. You understand? He was down here on the earth, right? Humble himself. But he was the one who made the world. Or the world is as the scriptures say. You understand? But he was what? He was what? The father is the head architect. But he's the fella, he was basically that guy, the most I will tell us and say, hey, do this, I want this done, so I want this one done, so and he did what? This. He went out and basically gave orders. That's why he did all the word. You understand? The Hebrew word for bar, which is word, also goes back to speak or speak up.
What you should do is
say, hey, let this be done, so let that be done, so he, right? He's the one who the most I gave the blueprint. He went back to give all the orders.
So that they go
But
save
the most I know,
they will save battery
you
life.
understand? He dropped back. And then after he come and saw that everything was good.
It's going on there. It's taping there.
Yeah, alright, I'm telling you. It won't take the screen.
That word.
Right, so see, I hit on my auto watch. I can get bright like you. When it hit the auto, they make now save the battery now.
They mentioned something like that.
Can't hit me more.
Oh,
9 hours and many mansions.
Many mansions, they are the tanks. Because you don't have that time that.
I mean, what you're saying.
When he said in my father's house there are many mansions, there whole universe is the father's house.
When you look up the word mansion, it means dwelling places. Right? Dwelling place.
Huh?
Dwelling place.
Dwelling.
Yeah, when you look up the Hebrew, it means no, it's dwelling place. Right? It's, in other words, places of abode. Most have different planets. He going out there to provide to make different planets or dwelling places for his elect.
You go like about it. The house really meant is the whole universe, everything is
the whole universe, yes, the whole heavens. The whole of the Kal Shemayim,
it has nothing to do with man himself, with the spirit that is in the Father.
Yeah, the heavens and the earth can contain him. The whole universe is the most high one. Many mansions there because guess what? When that time Israel in righteousness, the earth itself can't hold all of Israel. The earth itself can't hold all of Israel. So the scripture say and give place for me. You understand? You know that scripture? Like when Israel get big now, when the scripture say, yeah.
Alright, what was
Zechariah 10.
Look at this. Because the most I say when I multiply Israel like the stars of heaven, so guess what? All them stars, even if you take it, which part on this earth will not hold all of Israel? When Israel in the full glory of righteousness. Just now, let the precept come.
Zechariah chapter 10, verse 10. I will start from 9. It says, and I will sow them among the people, and they shall remember me in far countries, and they shall live with their children and turn again. I will bring them again also out of the land of Egypt, and gather them, out of Assyria, and I will bring them into the land of Gilead and Lebanon, and place shall not be found for them.
Yeah, place shall not be found for them. You understand? Because most I gonna multiply Israel so much that guess what? They'll need other planets to abode. You understand?
Yeah, just before we answer your question, let's do our introduction. You know we're running for a while off camera.
All right. Once again. Ready?
Yeah. Yeah, live long time.
Hey, give up praises to Give double honors to the apostles of great millstone that do well. Salutations to the men of the Oakland City say elect. Right, we're out here once again, the Spirit of the Lord to prophesy, alright, about the downfall of America. Somebody came, Micah, I believe it's Micah 1, I believe. I'll tell you one verse. Alright?
Micah.
Yeah, we're out here to prophesy about the downfall of America. Right? Because we see the prophecies coming to pass. Right? We at that time. We at that time. Alright? Give me Micah 1, verse 3 and 4.
This is Micah chapter 1 and verse 3. For behold, the Lord cometh forth out of his place, and will come down and tread upon the high places.
Yeah, the Lord about to leave the habitation to come down and to destroy the wicked of the world. Right? Give me Jeremiah 9:25. Alright? That is what the Lord about to do. The Lord about to come and bring judgment. Alright? And right now we see that it coming into effect. All these things are happening around the world. Earthquakes, famine, uprising of the people. We see people up Venezuela, alright, in Brazil. We see people rising up right now, the insurrection. Alright, the scriptures talk about this, when nations shall rise against nation. We see these things happening. Alright? The ivory chip, which is the mark of the beast. Alright? I think it was in 2013, they passed a law that within I believe it was 3 years, if I'm not mistaken, that all American citizens must be implanted with the microchip. And they say by 2017, all Americans will be implanted with the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. We in 2017. Alright? The collapse at the US dollar, that at hand, because it was on a 100-year charter from what? From 1913, if I'm not mistaken. 100 years, 1913 to 2013. And what happened? It done pass. So at any moment, that economy could just implode, because the main trading currency is the US dollar. All right. Go back to Jeremiah 28 and 14. Because all nations to serve Babylon. All nations, but America is the top of all nations. So that's why all nations depended on America. All right. America is like a stool with one leg, and everybody upon that stool. So when that one is like a stool, you can't really balance on one leg. But guess what? When that one leg break, that is it with everything, and that is America right now. Now the scriptures say, so will Nebuchadnezzar be to them that lean upon him. Like a broken rod, and he can stab in the hand, and all these people, they're going to feel the effect of that collapse. Right now, they're calling the state, the world in the second Great Depression. That's what they're calling it right now. And the collapse ain't even come yet. It collapsed indeed. The collapse ain't even come yet. And the state the world in right now worse than the first Great Depression. So you know it's not coming back from that.
That's right.
So we know we are at that time. We see prophecies coming to pass.
If I may say something, to know the severity of it, they moved the doomsday clock closer to 12 o'clock. Right? And the doomsday clock is a clock that represents what? Time of a nuclear war, right? The clock actually was moved. You understand? So you know it's something severe.
So Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 25. And tread upon the high places of the earth. And the mountains shall be molten under him, and the valleys shall be cleft.
Yeah, because the Lord bringing fire. So not only that you're going to have nuclear warfare, Lord, you have Hashem Shai, according to Isaiah 66 and 15. Lord coming with fire. Right? The Lord coming with fire, and he's going to burn up all these dwelling place of the wicked. Alright? That is what? Revelation 20:14. Death and hell. Alright? That is America being destroyed by fire from the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai. Alright? Right.
As works before the fire, and as the waters that are poured down a steep place. Verse 5, for the transgression. Says Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 25. Behold, the days come, saith Jehovah, that I will punish all them which are circumcised with the uncircumcised, Egypt and Judah and Edom, and the children of Ammon, and Moab, and all that are in the utmost corners that dwell in the wilderness.
Yeah, so the Lord say he gonna punish the circumcised with the uncircumcised. Circumcised go back to Israel, the uncircumcised go back to the other nations. Right now, 2/3 of Israel, they uncircumcised. But then it have men who supposed to be circumcised, but yet living uncircumcised. Alright, like Nate, Yahana, Rokar from GOCC, all them men. Alright, that them going back to Matthew 7. Lord, have we not prophesied in that name? See, Lord coming to judge them at the same time. So that's why he said judgment begin at the house of Israel. Alright? So all these men who know right and don't do it, hey, they're gonna be destroyed. They're teaching that the microchip is an embargo. Guess what? They and the scriptures talk about, I think it's Matthew 15:14. If the blind lead the blind, all gonna fall into a ditch. And that is what they're doing. They're leading the congregation to fall. Alright?
Yeah, they have plenty to answer for. Because not only congregation, he teaching that, he teaching other men who watching the internet also. So a lot of souls he have to answer for. He's going off and leading them also.
Amos chapter 9 verse 10. It says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Yeah. Somebody can back him up with Isaiah 28:15. Word.
This is Proverbs 29 and 12. It says, if a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked.
All his servants are wicked. So now Nate done sold out. So what thing gonna happen? The scriptures talk Proverbs 17:3. See what I say? Proverbs 17:3.
Proverbs chapter 17 and verse 3. It says, the filling pot.
Now, probably, I think it's 19. Anyway, go ahead. I'll look for it. Right. Read where's gonna read out. Does not read something? I think it was you or somebody over here.
I call for Isaiah.
Alright, go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell, and we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us.
Yeah, and that is what it's saying. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, who said that the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. They made that covenant with death and hell. Death and hell is what? America. Going back to what? The Rothschilds, Rockefellers, or the bankers. Alright? You make a deal with them. You sold out to these people. Saying that, alright, well, you fear the wrath of men more than the wrath of the Most High. Right. Because you know they're going to implement martial law. You know the enemy going to come in like a flood. So you say, alright, well, I don't want to get caught up in that. I don't want to be here and not be able to eat. So better just make a deal with Satan. Alright? And that is what they did. You make a deal with Satan so you can escape the judgment we're going to come, so to speak. Alright? That you can get a chance to go in the bunkers, wherever the case is. But guess what? That ain't going to save you from the hands of the Lord. Alright? Go ahead.
For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
Yeah, under falsehood have we hid ourselves. Well, I'm going to jump to 18. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 5 verse 12. They have belied Yahweh and said it is not he, neither shall evil come upon us, neither shall we see sword nor famine.
Yeah, and that is what they say, neither shall we see sword nor famine. And that go back to the pastors who teaching, oh, once you pray for good, good gonna come, no evil ain't gonna come upon us. And the scriptures say, hey, by the sword and famine shall these pastors be destroyed. Alright? Well, I finish.
Verse 18. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled.
Yeah, your covenant with death gonna be disannulled. So that 501c3, that gonna be rendered null and void. That ain't gonna save you in that day.
That's right.
Alright? It ain't gonna save you. Because guess what? The same people that made the league, but they might just turn your back on you at the last end. Because really and truly, you obsolete compared to them. You obsolete in their eyes. You just like a stepping stone that they use. They might make you feel probably a little good, you have pat on your shoulder, $5 in your pocket. But guess what? At the end of the day, you irrelevant to them. You actually serve your purpose. By the time this word, when the scripture said you're gonna have a family of the word, by that time, Nate, Johanna, all them men already served their purpose. You don't need them again for what? To do what? Alright? The apostles ain't gonna be out through the streets preaching during martial law. We ain't gonna be out here. So Nate and them don't serve their purpose. So what reason? Just like the elites, they want to get rid of all Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. They want to get rid of all Israel. Alright? Because when they say they will reduce the world population to under 500 million, it's really Israel they want to get rid of. So they use Israel to build up the kingdom, then to get rid of Israel at the end. And that's the same thing that's gonna do. They use you to destroy Israel, and at the time when they feel like they're gonna pull, going back to Job 20, they're just gonna get rid of you. Alright? They're just gonna get rid of you. Alright? Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 17 and 4. It says, a wicked doer giveth heed to false lips.
Yeah, wicked doer giveth heed to false lips. Go ahead.
And a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue.
Yeah, liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue. So when Nate speaking wickedness, guess what? All the people in the congregation wicked. They're wicked as hell. Right? They're wicked as hell. Because why? All these men who in Nate camp, they don't have the character of the men in Berea. Wherever they hear, they will go and search out to make sure these things are true. Because if you don't do that, then guess what? People come out here with all sorts of questions from different angles. If you don't study and understand this word, guess what? They're gonna tie you up real easy. They're gonna tie you up real easy. Because your teachers gonna teach, they teach the whole congregation, they teach in one way. But when somebody come at a different angle, how you gonna explain it? You gotta understand, you must understand what you're teaching to fully explain, to break it down according to 1 Peter 2:15. Rightly dividing the word of truth. You gotta understand this. But if all you're doing is like a sponge, you're just sucking up things and letting go, you didn't really do nothing. At some point you gotta go. And that is where men and them black, they like seize that plan but they never come to perfection. Alright, they could never come to that perfection. Alright, go ahead.
It says Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 verse 12. It says, seek not death in the era of your life,
Go ahead.
and pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands.
Yeah, don't pull destruction upon you with the works of your hand. Don't play around with this word. Don't play around with the Lord's word. That is life. You're playing around with fire. You gotta control this fire. You gotta be able to use this fire, but to contain it that you won't get burned, because this word will destroy you. If you misuse it, this word could destroy his life and his death. Because what the Lord said, I set before you life and death. So this word could destroy you by playing with the Lord's word. Because the Lord said he's going to spew you out him out. Spewing you out him out is destroying you. Alright, go ahead.
This is
And we see we are the end. We are the end. And hey, you gotta be in that spirit where it's like, hey, it's like where man, everything is in back now. We push this way because we see things coming to pass. Hey, at any moment, martial law can break out. At any moment. It's just one day. Alright, the scripture say, well, here a rumor one day, a rumor next, but hey, one day. That is all it takes, one day. And then everything gonna change. That is all it need, one day. Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra 7,
And that is the day we wait till.
starting at 6. Can. It says, there is also another thing. The city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall.
Here the scriptures say, walk in the straight path. Alright, the street, basically you gotta prove to the Lord Yahweh Shai that we deserve this, because really and truly, the Lord said for our light affliction, hey, we're gonna inherit the whole world. But really and truly, the shit that we've been doing from since the Lord put us on earth, I ain't even talking about from this life, I'm talking about from all our lifetimes. We know how much we sin. Really and truly, we don't. The Lord don't have to give us the kingdom. We don't deserve it. But we had to show the Lord that, hey, at some point we want it. And we had to prove to the Lord that, hey, at some point we deserve it. Because really and truly, the Lord cannot just destroy. From since the wilderness, the Lord said, let me alone that I may go and destroy them. Because they're stiff-necked people. Alright? You think the Lord can't just do like what he did back with Noah? Or with Lot? The Lord could easily do that again. That is why we're trying to be a part of the 144,000 to get the hell out of here.
That's right.
That's right.
Alright? Noah gave the warning back then, and people didn't take heed. Now we get a chance to see. The scripture said, Lord, thy hand is lifted up, and basically don't see, but they shall see. But when the people see, they're gonna be too late. And we don't want to be a part of that condemnation. We want to be a part of them who see and know and understand and do the things that we're supposed to do to get the hell out of here. Right?
I have something to back you up. You want me to finish the first part or jump to the
Finish.
it says, Salaka,
Because the scripture said, Wisdom of Solomon 3:5, I believe. It says that what? Most High clothes it.
It says, and having been a little chastened, they shall be greatly rewarded. For
Beautiful. Start on this one.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 verse 4. It says, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
Yeah, immortality. The reason we getting chastised being in the street, just like Paul, the reason why Paul got them chastisement is we did to the church. Alright? So the reason we going through all these hell is because why? The Lord purifying us. Because of where we went through, going back to, I believe it's Hebrews 2:10, made the captain of their salvation perfect through suffering. Alright? Basically, the suffering cleanses us from what the sins that we did. Because the Lord say he will know why he's a quitter sinner. You ain't gonna get away. He's gonna forgive you, but you're still gonna get licks. Alright? You're still gonna get touched. Alright? So now we don't even punish in the sight of men. Well, having been a little chastised, because guess what? Hey, adultery is a sin unto death. Are we in the world? Hey, a lot of us committed adultery. And idolatry is a sin unto death. A lot of us, all of us, committed idolatry in the world.
Yeah, death.
We did things worthy unto death. A lot of things worthy unto death, but guess what? Yahweh Hashem, Shai, great mercies, we still here. We got a chance to push this word. Alright? Compared to 2/3 that die for, we could say something less. Hey, we got a chance to stand here to bask in the presence of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai. Is that great honor?
Go ahead. It's Wisdom of Solomon chapter 12 and verse 10. But executing thy judgments upon them little by little.
Little by little. So when the Lord could come now with the axe and just chop 2/3 in half for whoever sinned they did, the Lord deal with the elect by little. Alright, little by little the Lord deal with the elect. That's why going back to Hebrews 12:6, the Lord deal with you as a son. But
Thou givest them place of repentance.
yeah, place to repent, because you know the one thing a wise man would do? As I said the other day, a piece of iron, a small piece of iron the size of a needle, chuck me my finger and I study and what as I do. And that is what my man-in-law go do. He go still by wait till you take it out boy, and he go consider his ways.
Examine thyself
Exactly.
to see if you be in the faith.
And a son,
That is a place of repentance, you know. You're checking to see that you're going off. Come back on the straight path.
yeah, the scripture say, let me read this. This is Zephaniah 3:5. It says, the just Lord is in the midst thereof, he will not do iniquity. Every morning that he brings judgment to light, he feel it not, but the unjust know it no shame. So the unjust don't know the judgment of the Lord. The unjust don't know when the Lord punishing them for what they did.
They don't care. They don't care. No business.
Understand? Verse 7. I said, surely thou wilt fear me. Thou wilt receive instruction, so their dwellings should not be cut off. Howsoever I punished them, but they rose early and corrupted all their doings. So they get punished, you know. But they don't understand why they get punished. They still right back. We're back to Jeremiah 2:30. In vain I punish your children.
So like the scripture even say that they will say from since they're small, you hear the Savior coming. Remember that scripture too. That is showing you they have no shame, they don't care. So they don't plan to be reproved, they don't plan to repent or turn around from their wicked ways.
Yeah, because I think it's 2 Peter 3. It says the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were.
That is scripture. And Luke, I think Luke 21 is here. That's as in the days of Noah. No.
Yeah.
You understand? They will be eating, drinking, marrying.
Not being ignorant that they were a naughty generation, and that their malice was bred in them, and that their cogitation would never be changed.
Yeah. Understand? So they wicked heart ain't gonna change. Alright, they ain't gonna change, they're gonna just continue. Scripture said, The wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. The wicked ain't gonna understand. Somebody give me Jeremiah.
They was created to be
5:3.
wicked, so they ain't good. You know what I mean? That's what they was created for.
Wicked are estranged from the womb.
This Sirach chapter 34 verse 25. It says, he that washes himself after touching.
And that is why the scripture talk about the just man, and they shall not understand how that Yahweh had him saved. Some pertaining to that. But they don't understand then that, because as I said the other day, we been out here as a mystery until the 2/3. They don't understand why we out here. You understand? We been out here as a mystery unto them. They look at us like, these men been out here in capes. You understand? They don't understand, but hey, they're going to understand soon enough. That's right. Good.
Well, speak up, eh?
What man voice?
The wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. And such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is for his sake, and he had care for his elect.
Yeah, so they shall abide in the truth. You will understand the truth. You understand? You will understand that there's the high times that the Lord spoke out. There's the time the Lord gonna come and bring judgment. That the Lord took the scab off your eyes, that you can see clearly and know, hey, there is it. There is it. And where's the next thing? That the Lord giving you the understanding to understand that there's the time that we in, is that the shit 2/3 doing, it would not affect you no more. It would not affect you as much. Alright? It would not affect you as much. Alright? Because why? Because you know, hey, they're gonna die anyways. You understand? So we don't worry about them.
Me and Yak was having a conversation coming up the road. Me and Yak, yeah. I said, I had peace at this stage, you know, because at the end of the day, we know what ultimately going to happen. You believe, you don't believe, you know ultimately what's going to happen. So I had peace. You know, it's just like recognition of who is who and what is what. You understand? Don't get angry. The most you get angry is when a man buck up against the word and just have to show him what it is through the scriptures and keep it moving after that.
And the majority I just see,
Can't.
they now coming here, want to stop the word on everybody's mouth.
Yeah, can't.
You know, and then when they vomit it up, you get all mad. But hey, as a girl, it's like, wherever, to hell with them.
Yeah.
Understand? You know, like when you see a man fall out, they will cry.
Nah.
Because why? You know, at the end of the day, if they were of us, they would have continued with us.
Yeah.
You understand? So really and truly, something that that's how they get accustomed to. Basically, in the street, you gotta get slightly cold-hearted. It might sound bad, but slightly cold-hearted. That's how you like it, because when you're going around with this love everybody's spirit, you're just as them church goers. Love love everybody's spirit.
You miss the mark.
You understand? But the scriptures, love is towards the righteous man. That is who love goes towards. Tobit was a man full of love. But what Tobit told Tobias, give unto the godly, give nothing to the wicked.
Can't. Marry of your brethren. Don't marry of the heathen at all.
Because if I could say this too, I had a so-called virgin who was in the world. He did hate Indian with a passion. You understand? And he was a different, he was more manly. He was more, you know, he wasn't basically so forever the cases now, but that man did he come up and start business with a passion. A man joined Christianity and started preaching. He walking like I was, talking like I was. He had a real deep voice, and now he talking like a boy John. He ain't still talking with that kind of. So the Christianity just basically crucified that nigga.
Yeah. I'm going to say on that topic, and actually, not to be given to the ungodly and you.
Yeah.
At all. I'll put that back. Yeah, good. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 5. Do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. Hold back thy bread, and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby. For else thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good thou shalt do unto him.
Yes, you have to know who you're doing good to.
Yeah.
You understand? You have to know who you're going to. Sometimes you might fall into the condemnation where you might give out a wicked man. But then you're going to realize that, hey, this man don't deserve your good works. But still don't repent that, hey, that you give him. You understand? Scripture says, cause the winds of fall upon the just and the unjust. So don't repent.
See, one in this world here, people believe in people believe in giving the poor, that's giving anybody, but see what you have to do before you can give anybody any kind of worldly possession, you have to build up the mind first. So what you have to do, give them wisdom. If you can give them wisdom and put them out to that stage, you know what I mean? But just giving them things and the world, they just keep coming back for more.
Scripture, what shall I say? You say what?
Seek me.
Because I give you, feed you bread and, you know.
I ask some real quick here, just to back what you're saying too. This is to back also Makuza, what you're saying. This is Isaiah 42:16. And I will bring the blind by a way that they knew not. I will lead them in paths that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them and crooked things straight. These things I do unto them and not forsake them. Basically, you're saying, you basically have to show them our way to give them wisdom, understanding. Same thing with Makuza was saying too, is to take that scale off the eyes now that we could see all around us and what we doing now, what we going through, why we going through.
And build up the mind first. You get them money, and you worldly possession, they go just go back and be a nigga again.
Man, hey, when you think about it, the men of GMS starting from the other apostles are the new miracle youth. Because they are the ones who write about now who binding up the wounded,
the poor. Yeah,
giving sight to the blind.
Not like that nigga who's in Kiev talking about he touch and heal and he do all this kind of miracle. Yeah.
It goes to the scripture in Matthew chapter, I think it's 10 and 5, where he say these 12 he said to heal the sick, raise the dead,
bind the broken hearted.
And that's what they do, you know.
But what we doing here, at once I couldn't see. So when I come to the truth, I got what happened now. Get to see what we're doing.
One time all of us was dead.
We were going.
Doing dead works.
We used to call, we said, Trinidad, you know.
Shalom.
Yeah, heal your broken heart. Sometimes you might be going through problem with your woman. Now coming in through to catch her with your woman, and then my brother might do a video and take that to and lift your spirit, heal your broken heart. Understand? I can testify.
Even we had brothers who was on the line up with us, I was only around because they was getting physical help, monetary gain.
It had a brother. I don't let me do see a brother.
False brethren.
He never came when he came. But the first time he came, you know when somebody receive you with joy, they see all there's light up.
Yeah, can.
And he actually fooled us with that. At the end of this service, he want money to go. I said, hey, he taking heed to the word. He asked me, hey, I was so happy to teach. He asked for $5. I gave him 20. You understand? He come back the next week. Ting, glad to hear the word, boy. I love this word, boy. Ting, you want money to go home again. I gave him 10. I feeding him out now. Next week again, he come again. I see what is going on.